Rebirth Island is officially back, and what you're looking at right here is the sunset theme, the sunset lighting that they changed with the Season 5 update, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. That sun might be a little bit bright, but if you turn this way, it looks absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Now, we're going to be spectating some quads, and I have three main objectives for today. We're going to talk about the Rebirth playlist. When can we actually play Rebirth moving forward? We're going to take a look at the lighting throughout different buildings as we're spectating, and finally, as always, I just want to help you become a better player, so we're going to be actually spectating quads, talking about what they're doing well and what they're not doing well. Before we jump in, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth and looking to stay up to date about Rebirth changes, especially as Warzone 2 comes out, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I do videos every single day and cover all the major updates. Now, right here, notice that nobody's around. Well, we don't really know if anybody's around or not, because at the end of the day, you can't rely on this. There might be people that actually drop down. Now, I think the lighting here looks absolutely incredible in this tents and living quarters area. I think it reminds me of that 1984 Verdansk feel that we had for a while. I think it looks really clear, and I think the colors are like just enough. I'm a little bit nervous about the sun. Now, right here, obviously just trying to get load out. Let's talk about Rebirth playlist, by the way. Let's really jump into what that looks like moving forward. Now, understand that, look, Fortunes Keep solos through quads is here to stay for the most part. That's going to stay in Monday through Thursday. Now, during the week, we have 4 game modes that are going to rotate on a daily basis, and we don't know what that rotation looks like. It could be 1 each day throughout the week. It could be twice a week we get something. I have no idea what that's going to look like. The 4 game modes are going to be 2 Caldera, which we don't need to talk about, and then we have Rebirth. He's going to go straight for loadout. Good play right here. Just get it down. Yep, just get it down. You got to stay alive, though, because, nope, his drop shot, good shots right there. Okay, so when we talk about the playlist, of those 4, 2 of them are going to be Caldera, and then 2 of them are going to be Rebirth. We've got Rebirth Resurgence quads, and we've got Rebirth Iron Trials quads. That's a kind of different game mode. Good shots right there. Good movement to be able to hit those shots. Good anticipation. So with those, we might get those during the week. Now, the weekend is where we really get the opportunity. This Friday through Sunday, so it's Friday, August 26th through Sunday, August 28th, we are going to have Rebirth Resurgence quads. Then next week, the lighting is actually going to change again. We're going to have Rebirth After Dark. It's going to be a completely nighttime base map. We'll see what that looks like when it comes out. But we are going to have Rebirth Resurgence After Dark solos through quads for next Friday through Sunday. So that's Friday, September 2nd through September 4th. Then it's going to go back to that, main 4 that we're rotating through the week. And then finally, September 9th, we are once again probably going to have this map right here playing Rebirth Resurgence quad. So at least we have something on the weekends, and it's going to rotate throughout the week. We'll see what happens when they actually, if they actually listen to us on Twitter and stuff, and see if they make that change. I think this looks absolutely incredible. Like I said, right here in control, this reminds me of 1984 Verdansk. Now, this player is actually a good player right here. You can see he's been fighting well with floor loot, fighting good with early game, and being able to pick up a lot of kills early game. No, yep, that way. Get the down, get the thirst. And it looks like he is using the brand new RA225. Definitely in my top 10 SMGs right now. It's got a good fire rate. You do have to be careful with the 38 round mag. The 55 round mag is even a little bit tough to use because of that fire rate. You're gonna have to reload throughout fights, and he's using the Growl with a big time change here with the Season 5 update. It's absolutely back in the meta, and there's a lot of ARs in the meta. I'm working on my top 10 for you right now. We're gonna see things in there like the Cooper, the Kilo. We're gonna obviously see the Growl in there. We're gonna see maybe the M4 in there. There's a lot of great options right now in terms of AR. It's a pretty open meta. You got to figure out what you're most comfortable with. Now, right here, almost has enough for a UAV. I'd probably be requesting money if he's playing. There he goes. Now he should pop UAV, start to figure out where everybody is. Now he's going to go ahead and rotate up to prison probably here. I'd get in the actions strategically. Let's go ahead and see what inside a prison looks like. I expect the lighting to be like control. And notice that it's actually a very bright map. You have the shadows right here, but it's not like it's too dark to be able to see anybody. I am a little bit nervous about that sun, though. That sun is a little bit bright, especially as we push over towards control. Now you got one right down here. Hit your shots with the Growl. Oh, he got smoked. I wonder what he got smoked by. I'm going to be running the Growl with no scope. I'm going to be giving you that loadout here probably within the next few days. I'm going to be running Growl with no scope. I don't think you need it on Rebirth or Fortune's Keep just because of the distance. I think it's perfectly fine to use it and basically take off that scope. Use that as an opportunity to put on a different attachment. Let's go ahead and push up. See what he can find. He knows that there's still people here. Now, the one problem he didn't really... the one problem he has, he didn't really execute on that information, right? He didn't really capitalize on the 30 seconds that he had it up, and now all of a sudden, he doesn't have enough for a UAV. I'm guessing that they're playing randoms right here and don't have comms. Yep, you see him straight down lane. So now we play patient on the approach. I probably want to get in a better position to get that down right there, but if that guy pushes towards you, you're in a really good spot. You're in a really good spot. I think this is a great change for Rebirth, by the way. I think it's really, really fresh. And by the way, let's talk about Resurgence map in Warzone 2. We don't have any information about that yet. We know that, you know, MW2 is going to be coming out in, I think, in October or November it is. And then we don't know what, I believe it's October, and then Warzone 2 is going to be out in November, potentially. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the case. But we don't know, is it coming with a Resurgence map? Is it only going to be big map? Either way, I'm going to be doing content on how to improve and how to continue to get better in whatever map we have. I'd assume that they're gonna do that simply. By the way, what you saw right there, right, you saw him open, that is a personal loadout crate. So basically that spits out your loadout guns. It doesn't give you perks, it doesn't give you lethals or tacticals, but at the end of the day, it gives you the opportunity to fight with your favorite loadout. So make sure that you change or set your favorite loadout. Look at this team stacking right here. Now, right here, the key is one clean kill. You got to be able to get that down, and he does, but he can't get the thirst, which means they're clearly going to revive. And because it's 3 of them, one of them's going to hold the angle. One of them's going to push up and basically get the revive. Yeah, that guy's right there. Good shots. Let's see if he can get it down here. He needs it down to be able to open up this fight. And let's go ahead and go over to the next person right here. So he's using, yeah, see right here? No, go back. He was using the no-scope growl, which is what I'm going to be using. SMG-wise, I did a top 10 SMGs video. My favorite is going to be the Marco right now. The RA225 feels really good. The MP40 Owen gun, Bullfrog. What else did I have in there? Armaguerra. There's a few others in there. Oh, he got shot in the back. Simply because he doesn't have information right there. That's a tough spot to be in. It's going to be sweaty, by the way. Rebirth is going to be very sweaty because it's only the quads playlist. So everybody is going to be playing Rebirth quads if they want to play. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is it's probably technically going to feel like an update day. Why? Because all the Rebirth fans are going to be coming back to look at the new lighting. They're going to be playing Rebirth more. So I think tonight and this weekend is going to be very sweaty. Next weekend, at least with solos through quads, we'll have the Rebirth After Dark. So that's going to be a new map feel. We're going to have that same issue, except we have solos through quads. So people are going to be more distributed through each game mode, and it should be less sweaty overall. That's where I generally prefer trios, because Rebirth quads is always sweaty. Now, he's got Fire Sale. It's unfortunate. These guys... did we switch teams? They might have gotten wiped right there, which is why we switched teams. I completely missed that. We're in duo quads right here, so you just got to be smart. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're in a situation where you're duo quads, just do your best to get better. Do your best to improve. Play a little bit slower. Use your information to your advantage. Try to fight with loadout guns. You know, to focus on repositioning and using your mini-map, because at the end of the day, it's really tough to solo and duo quad. It's very tough. Let's go see what this guy up here is doing. So he's just sitting in here using the Armaguerra. Armaguerra is still a great option. Still a great option. And what we're seeing is the top 10 SMGs have just about within a 0.1 TTK, right? So 0.1, not 0.01, like a tenth of a second, within a tenth of a second. Nope. Yep. No, you got to fight with the armor here. Yeah, he's dead. That guy's just... he wasn't able to get plates. Now, this guy's last alive, so got to be smart here. He's going to go ahead and do this, and he should keep his team alive right here. And you also want to focus on getting loadout. The Rage Serum has a few different benefits. It allows you to move quicker, gives you more lunge and more melee distance. The downside is, 1, you're more susceptible to stuns and flashes. 2, you also are in a situation where you make your footsteps are much louder. Your footsteps are significantly louder, allowing teams to, you know, easily hear you. Now, you don't want to get stuck right here. I mean, look, this guy's obviously trying to regain a little bit. And we don't know if this player's any good. He's got a little bit of slide canceling. He's level 35, so he's been playing a lot, that's for sure. I probably would have looted that to see what it is. It might be a satchel. You never... oh, he went back. Hey, satchel? No satchel. But he's got a lot of lootable perks. We're still seeing lootable perks on the ground. Take advantage of those. You know, Hardline's one to keep in mind that we saw right there. It makes buy station items cheaper for you. So you want to keep that in mind, that you can... UAVs are cheaper, loadouts are cheaper. You know, those are kind of the 2 main things you want to worry about. Then we also have, you know, the other perk 1s and perk 3s. Things like Cold-Blooded, things like Combat Scout or Amped, you know, things like Serpentine. Serpentine was given a nerf. Still a very good option. I personally run Quick Fix, Overkill, and Combat Scout. That is my go-to loadout. A lot of people, you know, question why I run Combat Scout. I think it's huge to take away a sweaty player's ability to re-challenge you, and you can always anticipate their next move because of that Combat Scout, because of that live ping component. So I think it's a huge advantage. Serpentine, you know, it's a good option. Quick Fix for me because I split all the time from my squad. So I think Quick Fix is more valuable in the sense that if I get it down in Thirst, that immediately starts my health regen. If I get it down and start plating, that immediately starts my health regen. So we're going to go ahead and use those 3 perks. I never grab a second loadout unless it is completely out of zone. Why? Because I always want to be able to regain with loadout guns. Now, this team's actually not in a bad spot right here. 4 other teams, he's got to hit this. If you hit this snipe, you're in a really good spot. They need to fight for... No, you just gave away your position, right? So this is where I talk about patient on the approach. If I don't have a clear shot to get that yet, now he just gave away his location simply because he decided to shoot right there. 3 other teams. You got 6 other people. We don't know what the split is of the actual teams. 1 in the corner. Yeah, you got to be careful here. Oh, that guy was behind the... That is like next level ratty. That's like next level ratty. I mean, hey, Fortune's Keep kind of feels that way a little bit. I mean, I didn't... You know what? It is what it is. That's kind of how I feel. I'm still getting used to it. There's definitely a change with Fortune's Keep. I think there's definitely a learning curve to that map because of the change of pace that you have to play with, because you can constantly be third party. You got to keep track of where teams constantly are. You got to have the awareness to understand when you're getting third partied. They're actually in a good spot. This guy's not. Actually, he is. I don't know why he's playing gas so much. Yeah, notice that he peeked that corner, but he wasn't ready to actually shoot anybody. Like, you got to be ready to actually shoot that guy. No, don't go... Now, this actually isn't a bad play right here. He's got double stims, so he can push all the way around if he needs to. He can get back towards his teammate. We'll see where Circle Pull goes. Circle Pull's going to decide who wins this game to a certain extent. At the end of the day, they weren't able to fight for top control. So now we got to focus on, okay, where does Circle go? They're going to get Circle Pull. So you got to rotate this early, get towards that big game bounty contract. You probably want to get to, I'll close this out in a second. You probably want to get to about this tent right here and then hold everybody out of control. So let's see what they do. Let's see if they rotate early. Oh, I thought that was a guy right in front of him. Look at Tower right now. You cannot see Tower. Tower's going to be hard to... Actually, Tower's not too bad to see. You can... Because you'll be able to see the shadows, right? You'll be able to see somebody's head clearly. You won't be able to see the actual character skin, but you should be able to see that shadow towards that sunlight right there. They just got to clutch this up. It's a 2v3 situation, 2v2 situation. He just got sniped. Did he get one-shotted? No, he did not get one-shotted in the head. He got one-shotted because he was low plates. That's a win right there. So I hope you found today's video helpful. Try out the new Rebirth map. I think it absolutely looks incredible. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.